What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with another soundtrack reaction, and this comes from the soundtrack to the original Star Trek TV series. This comes by way of Yvonne, and it is directed to the birthday man, Han Solo. So, once again, happy birthday to you, and it may come as no surprise that the first tune we'll listen to from this soundtrack is the main title, as it's called. It is given the parenthetical subtitle, Where No Man Has Gone Before, which speaks to the original opening of the tune and the narration. Now, I know the original Star Trek show. I think I've seen a couple episodes. I certainly haven't seen them all, and I haven't seen them anywhere near as repeatedly or extensively as I've seen episodes of The Next Generation. So, yes, I'm aware of the original show, and as I said, I think I've seen a couple episodes. I have seen all of the original feature films, and in that regard, I think the opening of the films also uses this title, so I think that's the case. Admittedly, I haven't seen the films for a long time, so I don't remember that for sure, but that would be my assumption. And yeah, again, I know this tune. It begins very atmospherically. There's a bit of the mystery and wonder that goes perfectly with space exploration. And then I know the middle of the tune gets a bit busier, a bit fuller. There's that famous vocal run, which I can think of in my head for your ears' sake. I won't try to recreate it, but I certainly think of that when I think of this tune. So, yeah, I mean, Star Trek, it's an iconic show, one of the first shows, if not the first show, to take a more realistic look at space exploration. Now, obviously, they meet all sorts of aliens and find and use technology that is beyond anything we're aware of, or that may be different from what we understand about physics and chemistry and reality and astrobiology, but I do get why this show was a very engaging and forward-looking show, not only for science fiction, but even for actual space flight and discovery. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's give it a listen. In the moment, I don't remember who is the composer. Let me look in the metadata to see if it shows. Obviously, the show itself was developed by Gene Roddenberry, but yeah, it says unknown artist, unknown genre. We don't even know what genre this is, man. It's so futuristic. But yes, do let me know who composed this tune, and I'll put it in I'll change the video title to reflect that. In any case, here we go. The main title of Star Trek from the original TV series, and it's Where No Man Has Gone Before. So yeah, it's actually a bit more jazzy than I remember it, and maybe part of that is, as someone who has seen The Next Generation a lot more and thinks of the tune in that era, I think they maybe refined it. I think it still probably features a lot of the same elements, certainly that same opening where it's, again, spacey, and you can just hear the space, the final frontier, that whole monologue. But I think that middle section, it's a bit busier and jazzier than even I remembered. And fair to say, I won't go so far as to describe it as alien, but it does feel extraterrestrial, beyond Earth, even if it plays off of a musical genre from Earth. It really does feel like we're going into some extra dimensional territory. So I think it accomplishes the essence or feeling of the show quite well. Again, it'd be nice at some point to go back and maybe do a watch along for the original Star Trek series, so that is something to consider, but ultimately, I enjoy the place in sci-fi history that this show inhabits, which is, one of the very central positions. So, yeah, shout out to all the folks who made that, Gene Roddenberry, as well as all of the actors, and whoever this composer is. I'm sure people are clamoring to, write already in the comments who it is, but yeah, didn't say it in the track. Thank you again to Yvonne for sharing this soundtrack album, and once more, happy birthday to Mr. Solo. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Peace.